hustle hard, yeah, we got it. Club, see them girls, yeah, we got it. Yeah, we got it. Cause homie, I'm a problem. See me in the hood, no respect, yeah, I got it. Boys out of town, hustle hard, yeah, we got it.
I'm back again with this rematch, Goku versus Superman. This time, it's God mode, Goku, Super Saiyan God versus Superman. This battle was ridiculous and stupid. The animation was great, as I said before. The voice acting was, good on this part of Superman, of course. And the battle itself was ridiculous and stupid. Screw Attack prides themselves. They pride themselves on facts. Saying they know facts, but majority of the time, when it comes to characters, they become biased. When it comes to Superman, when it comes to Batman. Granted, those are my two favorite characters, my two favorite superheroes of all times, Batman and Superman. But they're biased. Okay, it's just that simple. For instance, the Batman versus Captain America. That was biased. Batman can't beat Captain America. I am sorry. I like Batman. Captain America knows all the martial arts and all that other stuff. He was able to fight win a boxing contest with Thor and can able to outmaneuver Iron Fist, who is like a master of martial arts or whatever. But on to Goku and Superman. Screw Attack, they are so, fixated on just we know the facts or that we take the information and everything. Okay, granted. You take the information. There is zero, and I mean zero information about Goku Super Saiyan God. There is none. There is none. No feedback. No nothing to build up. Just that one battle he had with Bills, and Bills is a god of destruction, a freaking god, where it's like this guy can destroy a planet with just a touch, and it's dust. So for Goku to be able to fight on par with him shows a lot. It actually says a lot. And for them to be like, oh, Screw Attack to be like, oh, Superman has infinite power, everything's infinite, he's unstoppable, and Superman is the best. Oh hell, Superman. No. They made a fatal mistake with this right here. And this is why everyone keeps bringing this up. And I bring it up myself. Doomsday. If Superman has no limits, zero, there is no way that Doomsday would have been able to beat him. To the point where he's exhausted. He is beaten and bloodied. To compare him to Goku versus Raditz. When Superman first fought Doomsday, he was already an established hero. He was at the top of his game. He has taken out countless enemies. At this point, he's dealt with Darkseid. He's dealt with everyone else that he possibly could deal with. Lobo, other enemies like that, he has faced them already. So to compare Doomsday and Superman fight to Goku and Raditz fight, it's ridiculous. It's stupid because Goku was not even established that. He didn't know who he was. He didn't know what he was. So you can't do that at all. You know what I mean? You can't compare the two because Goku he built himself up in training. He built himself up. Superman never really built himself up. He was already there. So, certain powers, he realized and it came to fruition. He learned it. Yeah, but there was no real deal training for him to get pushed, to higher his level. He was already at a high level. And he lost badly to Doomsday. Goku lost because he sacrificed himself. And he didn't know what he was, and he didn't know what he was capable of being. Now, I have gotten a couple of conversations with a couple of people saying, well, how can Goku beat Superman? They want to know, how can he beat him? I'm going to use the facts from Doomsday fight and Superman's fight. Okay? Superman has all these powers, yes. Screw attack shoves that down our throats. He has all these abilities, but never once. Now, I want someone say in the comment section below, someone please tell me, name one fight Superman had that he used all these abilities in. One fight. Tell me. Tell me one fight that Superman had that it was not slow and sluggish. Come on, tell me. I'm waiting in the comment section below. I would like for you to let me know. Because they say, oh, obviously you don't know Superman. But listen, calm down. I like Superman. I love Superman. But I'm not going to sit here. I'm not a fanboy. I'm not a fanboy of anything at all. But for certain video games. But other than that, Devil May Cry, yes. I give that. I'm a fanboy of Devil May Cry. Dante's my guy. But other than that, I'm not a fanboy. I'm not biased. I'm neutral. I'm across the borderline neutral. And just common sense facts. I read comics. I know of Superman's abilities. I know what he can and cannot do. But Superman has never once in a fight fought anyone on a level as Goku. Speed, strength, skill, ability, never. Now, Superman fought with his super speed before, of course, many fights. He fought with using his X-ray vision, of course. But all these other extra powers that they're bringing up, yes, he has them, but he doesn't use them. Because he has to focus. And then comparing his heat vision to a Kamehameha wave. No, if Superman, if he has unlimited power, this is one. He will not need to be recharged by the sun. That's one of his powers. He has to regenerate his power. He needs to be recharged by the sun's rays. Fact. If you have unlimited power, you don't need to be recharged. That's fact. Fact number 2. Superman lost to a slow, much slower Doomsday. All that super speed, he lost. He's at the top of his speed. I don't care if they say he traveled through the vacuum of space. That meant nothing when he was beaten and pummeled to the ground by Doomsday. Now they asked, well, how can Goku beat Superman? Like I said before, reference to the Doomsday fight. Why did Doomsday beat Superman? Oh, he didn't technically know. He beat Superman. The comics actually said it. He beat Superman. The only real loss Superman ever had. Yes, he beat him. Granted, Doomsday did die, but he came back because that's how he is. He evolves to the point where now Superman can't beat him by himself. This is comic. This is all canon. So all this unlimited power crap, stop it. Because he can't even beat Doomsday now by himself. He needs someone to help him. That's fact. That's in comic. And the reason why he lost to Doomsday is because Doomsday is a fighter. He's been trained to fight. He's been trained. His only one purpose is to fight. Superman is not a fighter. He has not been trained constantly to fight. No. His power, he relies heavily on his power. He relies heavily on his ability. Not his skill, but his ability. Yes, he has intelligence and all that other stuff. He learns and learns to a high degree and the whole, yes. That's fine. But Superman does not use that in combat. He doesn't. And you can't sit there and tell me one time, just give me one time, that he actually used all these abilities in one battle. Never. Now I'm going to take that over what I said about Doomsday, put it into Goku. Goku's a fighter. He trains consistently all the time. All the time. Every second of every minute of every day. Constantly training. He knows every fighting style on Earth, every fighting style on Afterlife, every fighting style in the universe. Superman knows Kryptonian fighting styles. Does he use it? No. Superman learned from Batman. Does he use it? No. His fighting style? Slow blows. Slow blows. Fact. Now, any day, an experienced fighter will beat anybody. I don't care their abilities. I don't care. Hence why Batman gave Superman a run for his money. And people say, oh, well, he didn't fight him to his full potential. He shouldn't have to. He should blow and Batman go flying somewhere. But that didn't happen. Reality. That is the reality of it. He's not a skilled fighter. So, Superman's abilities versus Goku's abilities times skill times that he's a warrior. And as long as the fight, I really don't, honestly, in my honest opinion, the fight will not last. It wouldn't last that long. And I don't even think Goku would even have to become Super Saiyan. His base form, honestly, it's my opinion, his base form is enough for Superman. And a straight up brawl. If now Superman was to go all out, let's say he was to just use some of his Kryptonian fight, and then okay, maybe Super Saiyan 2. But Super Saiyan God, there is no chance whatsoever for Superman to even touch him. It's impossible. Now, for those who say, "Oh, Superman is this and he's that," well, there was a video just came out, an anime. I think it's Injustice, Gods and Monsters, or Justice League, Gods and Monsters. Can't remember. It's when Superman or Kryptonian, we'll see Superman. He basically gets beat by a robot. The robot in this case and scenario will be a perfect analogy of how Goku would be Superman. All he has to do is use his instant transmission, just like the robot did. They teleported different places and attacked Superman from various areas. Superman could not keep up with this robot. He got mad eventually and sat back and tried to figure out the robot. It's a robot. It's not durable. Goku was durable enough to take a blast from guys like Broly, Cell, who can blow up planets. You're like, oh, what that has to do with blowing up planets? Do you know the force that it takes to blow up a planet? Do you know how much power that is? And Goku, it takes those head on, face on. So that's the durability of him. Okay? His durability. Superman, he's durable. No, he's not. He get hit with an Omega Beam. An Omega Beam. And looks like he's half dead. He's gotten hit and beaten by robots, blasted by giant laser beams, and he's reduced to ripped clothes and bloody nose and busted lip or whatever. Meanwhile, Goku's getting hit with the force of a planet, destroying, or a force powerful enough to destroy a planet, and he keeps on coming. Add to the fact he's a Saiyan. Now someone says, oh, Kryptonians are a royal race. No, they're not. They're a regular race. Only the special thing about the Kryptonian race is the fact that their cells change to the color of sunlight, of a star. Whatever star system they're in. If it's a blue sun, they become extremely powerful. If it's a red sun, a red sun, they're normal. If it's a yellow sun, they have, they're powerful. But if it's blue, they're like godlike beings. So come on, seriously, you have to really think about this. And when people say that the dumbest things, so people who they feel like, oh, he watched Dragon Ball Z or he watched anime, he doesn't know. I read comics. I love comics. I watch the animated shows. That's the facts of it. What I'm stating is all facts. Now, they're just a race that can absorb different rays of whatever star that system they're in. Now, Saiyans are a warrior race. They age slow. Only reason Superman ages slow is because of the sun. It keeps rejuvenating and recharging him. Saiyans age slower because that's how they evolve to be able to fight. So they can fight longer. And as a Saiyan, Saiyans fight and they become stronger. The longer they fight, the stronger they become. Now, if a Saiyan is reduced to a harm, like a life-threatening injury, and he recovers, his power level or his abilities increase exponentially. Off the charts, their power level increases. For those who don't know, when people say, "Oh, you don't know Superman," you clearly don't know Dragon Ball Z. Well, not even Dragon Ball Z. You clearly don't know Goku. You don't know nothing about the Saiyan race. Because Saiyans, if they fight, regardless of any battle, they become stronger. The matter a Saiyan comes, and this goes to DC. Not even DC, this goes to Marvel. This token the Hulk. The madder he gets, the stronger he becomes. And this was shown, since this is Saiyan God, this was shown in the Battle of Gods with Vegeta fighting Bills. Bill smacked Bulma. He became irate. His power level rose that to Bill's or close to his level, and he was able to hurt him to the point where he drew blood. Anger. Madder they get, the stronger they become. The more they fight, the stronger they become. Superman has no chance. That's the reality of it. Now, if they were to say Superman Prime, oh, this is pre-crisis. No, that wasn't pre-crisis. Oh, Superman Prime I'll give you Superman Prime because he was trained by the Source, and this guy's pure energy. He's like a godlike creature. Nothing can beat him. That's just it. He was trained from the Source and of all life. The source of all life is God. So basically, they're trying to say God trained him. There was none of that. Then for Superman to walk through a command man wave, and when he's Super Saiyan, God Super Saiyan, it's not happening. For them to mock it, saying, "Oh, it's a funny name," they show different signs of it, and they try to say, "Oh, we give little shout outs to Goku." Then they try to embarrass all the Dragon Ball fanboys or the casual fans or whatever. Try to embarrass them or the anime heads and say, and have a little vignette of King Kai saying, "Oh, you can't beat him, you can't do this," to not even try to not. All this was an attempt for Screw Attack to stick it to them because they heard the chatter of, what about Goku Super Saiyan God? What about Goku Super Saiyan God? He'll destroy Superman. So they had to do this. They had to do this in order for their fanboyism, because trust me, they are fanboys. Screw Attack are fanboys, and you know you are fanboys. You're a fanboy of Superman, you're a fanboy of Batman, and anybody else we all can do the research on. Like, wait, Batman can't beat Captain America. We all know that. All my comic book fanboys, all my real deal comic heads know that for a fact. Ain't no way Batman beating Captain America, and especially stupid way he beat him with a battering. And their excuse was, "Oh, he snuck up on Superman before." Do you hear your logic? The logic is ridiculous. It's foolish and it's stupid. And that's all I got to say about that. You know, if you don't believe me, I'm going to put some clips to let you see for yourself the combat styling of Goku and the combat styling of Superman. You could be the judge. You'll see him get hit and bloodied and bruised and beaten, and you'll see Goku get beaten up on and still come back. And the stuff they get hit with, you be like, "Oh wow, Superman can't take that kind of damage." Facts of the matter. So now, if all you fanboys out there feel like you want to rant and rave, I just gave you a rundown of how Superman cannot be. There's nothing that you can say in the comment section below. You can try as you possibly can. If someone says something in the comment section below, don't be a hater. Don't bash each other, because I'm not a fanboy. I'm neutral. Okay, I call it like it is. Don't bash no fanboys if he's a Superman fanboy or if he's a Goku fanboy. Dragon Ball fanboys, DC fanboys, stop it. There's no need to fight and bicker amongst each other, whatever. Because honestly, it was already given a judgment way before Screw Attack even Screw Attack fanboys decide to do this. It was already done by professionals. By professional manga critics, by professional comic book critics. Wizard magazine. did it. Look it up. It's there. They gave the fight to Goku, and they gave it the exact reasons why Goku will win that fight. You know, so the Superboy fanboys want to get mad and say, "Oh well, no, Superman, no, he wouldn't win." That's the reality of it. It was already done by professionals who knows the research, not one-sided. Because Wizard magazine is a manga magazine and a comic book magazine. It's together, so it's not biased. It's neutral, and it's from a neutral place. And they said that Goku won. So Screw Attack, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go with the professionals, and I'm gonna go with what I know as a manga fan, a DC fan, a comic book fan, an anime fan, in general. Just know the facts of the matter. Y'all be good out there, alright? Easy.